I'm Kevin Prague, joined by Davis Slim, and we're here to bring you the action in this varsity volleyball action at Canton High School in this round of 32 matchup between those two teams as they're getting ready to face off here in this major matchup here, Davis.
Canton versus Westfield. Westfield is 15-4 and Canton is 14-6, so they both have good records, both good teams definitely. And Canton currently has a 6-game winning streak, while Westfield's had an amazing 9-game winning streak in the beginning of the season. So they started off with 9 straight victories. So yeah, it's going to be a fun and impressive game today for sure.
And it sounds like we're going down to the court for some announcements.
High School. Tonight's MIAA Division II Volleyball State Tournament first round match between the number 24 seeded Westfield Bombers and the number 9 seeded Canton Bulldogs. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. At this time, we will announce the lineups for both teams, starting with the visiting Bombers. Number 1, Alex Sanchez. Number 2, senior David Down. Number 3, junior Sarah Moriarty. Number 5, senior Grace Morat. Number 6, freshman Amelis Rodriguez. Number 8, senior Abigail Menzel. Number 9, senior Caitlin Frank. Number 10, senior Kaylee Waller. Number 11, senior Amanda Clark. Number 12, junior Lauren Garland. Number 13, junior Elise Sedor. Number 14, senior Olivia Chimera. Number 16, senior Piper Ashley. Number 17, sophomore Quinn Rose. Number 21, junior Kenzie Raymond. Number 22, senior Ellen Etzel. Number 23, Haley Conley. Head coach Tyler Winkies. And now it's Rick Moda. Number 1, freshman Tony Skelly. Number 2, junior Neville Osborne. Number 3, sophomore Jess Wright. Number 9, junior Liz Beal. Number 10, freshman Sally Hogan. Number 11, senior Taylor Reynolds. Number 12, senior Jess Rose. Number 13, senior Ella Lewis. Number 14, senior Talia DeGraw. Number 16, senior Amaya Christian. Number 19, junior Deanna Mandarelli. Number 20, senior Anna Barodi. Number 22, junior Haley Duhane. Number 24, sophomore Fatima Sidibay. Number 25, senior Cindy Gallery. Number 29, senior Kelly McDonald. Number 32, senior Katie Never. And number 50, sophomore Caitlin Williams.
What a rendition of the national anthem. I heard athletic director Erickson saying she's getting better and better each time. She might have to sign like a recording deal by the time that this is over.
Yeah, definitely, man. And the game is underway now. Both teams have their lineups on the floor. With Canton, they're going to be starting with number 20, Anna Burley, number 3, Jess Wright, number 32, Katie Dever, 24, Fatima Sidibe, 14, Tilly DeGraw, 25, Sydney Gallery, and number 11, Tanner Reynolds.
And then for the Westfield team, it looks like they got number 12, Lauren Carnes, number 22, senior captain Ahmed Petzel, number 8, senior captain Abby Menzel, number 16, Piper Ashton, number 14, Livia C. Botaru, number 9 of the libero, Caitlin Price, the senior captain, and number 12, Lauren Carnes. And we're getting underway here, and this is underway. The state tournament matchup here in the round of 32. Both teams got a bye to start. Everybody is here. This team traveled 100 miles in 100 minutes just to get here. As the team is now going to be scoring, the first point goes to Canton, and it will be at number 14, Talia DeGraw. As this one is set up, and the Canton will be setting it up here. And that won't be blocked, but it will go out of bounds. It'll be a big shot for Canton, and the student section goes crazy, Davis.
I mean, that was a great block by Westfield right there, but it was just a bit strong, and Canton earns that point there. Now they have a 2-0 lead to get the first 2 points.
Now, Talia serves this one up, and it's going to go up into the eye. And in comes Gallery. Gallery ran into the huddle late after she had to congratulate Leanna Lamparelli, number 19, off the singing of the national anthem. And out of bounds, the Bulldogs, 3-0 lead here early in the first set.
Yeah, Westfield's just hitting them a little too strong so far.
Well, there might be some sort of lag coming in here. They did travel about 2 hours to get here. That's no excuse, but I know if I'm in the car for 2 hours, I'm going to be a little tired when I get out. But I'm sure that they'll warm up in this one. They've been used to much longer matches. They've scored at least one set in almost all of their matches this year. And they recently moved up to the Eastern Division, the Eastern League, as they just scored. The Eastern League, which is the top volleyball league for high school in the Western Massachusetts. And it was their first year in, and they topped the whole league. So don't let their 24th seed fool you. They are one of the best teams on the western side of the Massachusetts state. Getting to serve is Kaylee Rowell. 4-1 to score. And just like that, they're getting right back into it. And that one's going to go into the net. And Kayla Rowell not getting enough there. 5-2 Bulldogs there, Davis.
Yeah, they have a strong start so far. And the crowd is very loud, so we'll see if that plays a factor in Canton's dominance here. And so far, Livia Sibotaru couldn't handle that one. And now Sydney Gallery will be serving it.
On for the Westfield side in the black jerseys, in the white trim, the Bulldogs in the white jerseys in the green trim. Westfield, you're going to be watching number 8, 22, 12, and 14. Those are going to be the people you want to keep an eye on over there.
And what a great tap right there. Taps right in the middle, and again, gets to a spot where no one was. It's a very smart play there.
And out comes Gallery, who's going to be serving this one. She gets it over. And that one will be just in. This will be a point for Westfield.
Yeah, that was a great spike there, and a powerful one by Lauren Carnes.
And Gallery comes out, and coming in for her will be the freshman Zoe Scavelli. Getting serving here is Lauren Carnes, one of the main outside hitters for the Bombers. And the Bulldogs find a crease, and that one got the point for them. Now back to serve is number 20, Annabelle, the senior captain. And incoming is Katie Dever, the reigning coach's player of the match. From senior night, and there'll be a point for the Bulldogs. And just right showed patience there, Davis.
Yeah, definitely. And in a loud crowd here, they're hyped to be up 9-3 right now.
Yeah, the student section, it's like almost, I was talking to one of the members, Mr. Gordon, he was saying like it's almost back to normal. There's a state tournament, there's people from all across the place, there's students here. It's almost like everything's back.
Yeah, it's definitely great to see here.
And that one's hit by Talia, and the Bulldogs just getting it over in time. And this one of the longest rallies, and that will be picked up there. Scabelli hits it over to Reynolds. And the Bulldogs fighting fierce, but the Westfield team matching them. And just right, getting it up there, but pounds to the libero. And Westfield comes back at it. And that one will be out of bounds. And number 14, Liva Cipotaro, not very happy. She was not very happy with herself after that one.
I mean, yeah, it was just an exciting play. I mean, there's so many plays where it looked like Canton was down and out, but they fought back.
It's a cornucopia of talent on both sides. And that will be a double hit. And it'll be a point for the Westfield Bombers. Now coming in for them looks to be Amanda Gamache, that is Quinn Rowe. And this will be up to serve here. And just right pokes it over. And that will be in. And Talia not able to get it. Wasn't sure if it was going to stay in or not.
Yeah, it was a hard decision. And just so close it hits the white line.
Now being served.
And that is going to be Canton's point as it goes just past the white line. And they are up 11-5 right now. And Taylor Reynolds serving. And just right was in the right spot right there as she got a quick spike in a spot where they didn't expect to see it.
I don't know if there's a volcano in here, but the crowd keeps erupting.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to hear you even though you're right next to me.
The only difference here is everybody's wearing a mask. Other than that, everything is back to the way it once was. Canton, that was a big block there. As it is a skirmish, a wild ride here. And that one will be in for the Bulldogs. It will be timeout for head coach Tyler Wingate and the Westfield Bombers. 13-5 Bulldogs. What have you seen so far, Davis?
Well, I've seen some great effort and hustle plays there from Canton. And, I've seen a lot of good spikes, a lot of good looks for Canton. And just they hit the spots where Westfield hasn't been able to get to them. And just a good job by just playing up to their opponents here.
It's definitely been it, and this is unlike anybody the Bulldogs have faced this year. They've faced people that have been powerful, they've faced people that have been accurate, they've faced people with serving, but they haven't faced anybody with the combination of all of those. So this is a different main for the Bulldogs here, and it's going to be interesting for Westfield. They just moved into a new league. They topped it. They came in and wrecked house. They won the whole thing. So they were on a high after earning a spot into the best league in the western part of the state, and then went in and toppled that league. So they're no slouches when it comes to volleyball plays, and they have been playing in a lot of 5-match sets throughout the season, and some even 4 sets. So they are being used to a long, long match. So I would not count out Westfield just yet. Reynolds hitting that one up. And Reynolds now taking the serve again here. And the Bulldogs getting set up and ready to go. And this one will bounce in.
Yeah, a solid spike there by Livia Botaru. And she had it right in the middle where Canton couldn't reach. And it was also a high toss, so they timed it just right for Livia to spike it.
Piper Ashton checking in for her teammate number 10, Kaylee Rowell. And that's a point on the other side. The Bulldogs thought they had it, but it will be null and void. Now serving is Abby Mento, who has 500 career assists on her record. That is extraordinary. She had 44 assists in one match. That is a school record. And she knocks that one over right there. And Wright gets it just in between, but it was stopped by the Westfield team. The Bulldogs almost got that one going on, but acrobatics, no use there.
Yeah, they're so close, but the ball was so low to the ground, it was just hard to hit it back up.
I tell you, there's a few parents and a few spectators from Westfield that made the trip, but they are loud in their few numbers.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't show up for no reason. They obviously want to make a big presence and support their team.
Absolutely. Now Reynolds popped this one up and gets it over for Reynolds, senior to senior, but the Bombers have the answer. Now if that double hit, it'll be a Bulldog point. Now Gallery looking to come back in for Scabelli. And Jess Wright coming in, getting ready to serve. This is a big deal matchup here. This is the state tournament in the second round. Both teams had a bye coming in. It's the number 9 seeded Bulldogs against the number 24 seeded Bombers. And now number 9, the Libero coming in to get this one out. Libero is Italian for free. They can switch in and out when the ever so please, but they need to stay in the back row. 16-8 Bulldog lead here in the first set at Masciarelli Gymnasium. And now getting right up, Gallery just tips it over. And then getting it out there. And rare that Jess Wright is playing in the backfield there. The outside here playing in the back row, but it benefits the Bulldogs right there. It looked like it was going to, but now number 14, Livia Botaro, ready to serve. Oh, block. And they're going to give it to the Bulldogs. It went out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like Sydney Gallery had just the right amount of touch for the blockers in front to not be able to block it.
And Katie Dever, the senior, number 32. Hits this one over. And gets it just in and out in Cibotaro. And there'll be another timeout for the Westfield Bombers. They've been using their timeouts very strategically. We haven't seen many teams use timeouts this early in a match.
Yeah, so far in a impressive outing for Canton here. They've just been able to do the right plays and been able to just get the right strategies going so far.
Yeah, it's 18-9 in favor of the Bulldogs here. But it is going to be an interesting one. The Bulldogs are the reigning and defending Division II state champions, but that was in 2019. That team is no longer here. All of them have since graduated, and the ones that are still here are more experienced in playing a different role than they did then. That's not to say Canton isn't good, but it's been a while since 2019, and people like Taylor Harris, Liz Bickett, and Angie Elias, and all of those are graduated. They're not here anymore. So the team that won that championship is not here, but this Bulldog team has shown that they're mighty and fierce. And they're leading this team right now by double the score.
Yeah, it just shows how much talent there is in Canton for volleyball.
Now getting to serve is Katie Dever, the senior, number 32. doing a multitude of bounces. Always interesting to see the different styles everybody does. That one just went in between the hands.
Yeah, it just shows how powerful Katie Dever is at serving.
And she had her hands up the block, and I think it hit her index fingers and went and through to the gap.
Yeah, just an amazing spot right there.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. And that one looked to be out of bounds, and they're going to give it to him. So number 3 looked to gather as Sarah Moriarty looked to hit that one, but it's a good thing that she did not get that volleyball right there.
Yeah, that was the bullet right there.
Now 22, Emma Petzol, known as the Big Dog in Westfield. She has her own chant. And the Big Dog and her team gather some more points. 19-11. And it'll be serving here by Caitlin Price, who is the libero for the first time. This is her, she moved to that position this season. And that one's going to go off the hands of Jess Wright, and it'll be no good. And now it looks like Westfield's starting to mount that comeback. That timeout was well served.
Yeah, I mean, that was a powerful serve right there. I mean, spike there by Lauren Carnes. She got it right to the ground.
And Gallery just didn't get enough on that one. And that one's going to go into the Bulldogs' hands. Everybody's making sure everybody's okay. And they're going to go right back at it.
And
now the Bulldogs taking the timeout. So these teams are really playing a chess match here. We've seen 3 timeouts in the first set. We typically don't see 3 timeouts in the whole matches throughout the regular season.
Just shows how much back and forth there is. I mean, yes, Canton did have a big lead throughout this game, but right now the lead has shrunken down to the point where Canton wants to regroup and take a timeout.
And volleyball is a game about momentum. The match is all about momentum. You could be losing, like we saw, 9-0. You can be down by 9, but if you get a few points in a row, all of a sudden you start to get that momentum, and it's going to go. Everything turns up Millhouse for you, and that's what caused Canton to have to take that timeout.
Yeah, I mean, there are many points in volleyball. I mean, especially in each set. There's so many points that you can definitely make up for it. And, yeah, any lead is definitely I can't think of the word, but I think it's just, easy to come back from.
It's definitely been that, and the Bulldogs now getting set here. Reynolds DeGraw trying to hype up her team. Price looking to serve. And Jess Wright in the middle today, playing the position of middle blocker. And this won't be blocked. And the Bulldogs happy with that one. And the ball rolling. The volleyball keeps rolling to the student section. And that one hit by DeGraw, and this one's headed towards us. And this one coming up. And the Bulldogs, and Fatima Sidibe. We'll see what the call is. There was a double hit. And now 21-13, Bulldogs need 4 more points, and that one's going to go right into Erickson. And now DeGraw, who has shown serving prominence in the last few matchups. And that one's going to go off into the trash can. Out of bounds, and now it's 23-13. DeGraw looking for that set point. And now with the Bulldogs looking for that set point, they're getting ever so close here. And this one will be set up by number 12, Lauren Carnes. And Lauren sends it to the Magician. The Magician strikes back. And that's set for the Bulldogs. They'll take number one.
I mean, after
here into this
state
state tournament match,
yeah.
Bulldogs take the first set.
After an amazing save by Anna Verrilli, they were able to win that set point there, despite Lauren Carnes' powerful spikes.
So the Bulldogs definitely seem to get a little bit further out in terms of they tend to get a little bit further out. So they're now going to go into switch sides. And now the teams are going to be strategizing, getting ready to go forth and prosper for the second set. As the Bulldogs really sound projection, we saw Fatima Sidibe really playing as a force in the later half of that set there. You know, Lauren Carnes and the team for Westfield seemed to be, they were good in spots, but they weren't able to maintain it. That's partly due to Canton's timeout. But they were getting along, but it seems like they were getting along. So it seems like that has been the story here so far. Now, for those that don't know, the Westfield Bombers are near Westfield, Massachusetts, which is where the Basketball Hall of Fame is. It's about an hour and 40 minutes away and about 100 miles. So 100 minutes and 100 miles away from the journey from Westfield, Massachusetts to Canton, Massachusetts. They are a part of the Pioneer Valley Interscholastic Athletic Conference. And the teams are going to be going back and forth. The two senior captains for the Westfield squad is senior captain Abby Menzel and senior captain Emma Petzel, are part of a Super 7 collection by MassLive.com, which is a statewide news website. And they are some of the best in the western part of the state. The winner of this matchup goes on to face either number 8 Dartmouth or number 25 Drake that are playing right now. And time, date, and location are yet to be announced. So this is a MIAA Division II Round 2 state tournament matchup between the Canton Bulldogs and the Westfield Bombers here at Canton High School. The Bulldogs won the first set and are looking to get that ever-important second set, Davis.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's a new set, so anything could happen. Westfield could be feel very motivated to win this one and tie the series, or Canton could feel themselves again and be up 2-0. We'll see what happens.
It's always hard to come back from 2 down because then you have to win the rest of the set. You have to win 3 straight sets. And especially in this circumstance, in the second round of the state tournament, that is no easy feat. I don't care who you're facing.
Yeah, you can't mess up. You can't get down 2-0 in a tournament game.
But Westfield is no slouch. They are tops of the teams in the western part of the state. Don't let that seed fool you.
Yeah, I mean, they have a record
They've only lost 4 matches, and they had a tournament in the western part of the state earlier.
Yeah, exactly. They won 15 games. They've really, 15 out of 19, so they are an impressive team and can't be doubted.
And the team's coming out big here, as this is a big deal, this matchup, and it will be Reynolds who's getting this one moving on. And the point for the Bulldogs.
Oh, what a smart play right there by Fatima Sidibe, who gets it over the 2 defenders. And, they didn't expect it. The defenders were expecting a ball right at them, but it went right over them. And now Canton has won first 2 points of the set. And you can hear the crowd. They are definitely excited and hyped about how Canton is doing so well so far. And now a swap will be for Westfield. It'll be number 10, Kaylee Rowell, for number 16, Piper Ashton. And Kaylee Rowell, who had just checked into the game, is now going to serve. And Sydney Gallery was not able to return over as the ball was just too low, and they're just at a disadvantage right there. And so far, that set is tied up 2-2. And it looks like Westfield has their first lead of the night. They got a 2-3 lead.
They definitely are, and they're taking their first lead in this matchup. And this one will be served up and getting ready to go here. Gallery gets it above the defense and drops it right in a dime.
Yeah, that was a bullet, man. That was craid. Went right past the defender and into the arms of Nutter.
Absolutely. You cannot get more pinpoint accuracy than that. Enough to get over the defenders and just in front of the defender, away from where she could get to it. And off the serve from Gallery. If a team are ready, and that'll be a big strike there. We'll see where this one winds up.
And Canton gets must be a double hit.
No.
I haven't heard a signal, yeah.
Their discussion with head coach Pat Colley right now, the point was given to the Bombers. I'm not exactly sure why. And Zoe Scabili checked in for Sydney Gallery. And Jess Wright gets it out, and her team is striking fast. And this one's going up into the sky. And it tips over, and that will be good for a Bulldog point. They'll tie this one up 4-4. And Katie Dever checking in. And retrieving the ball is number 20, Anna Varelli. And she'll serve this one up, which is always dangerous for the other team. And Jess Wright pounces that one over. And all the teams will be matching up once against each other. It'll be a point for the Westfield Bombers. They lead 5-4. Now serving is number 22, Emma Petzel, who has her own chant as seen at their senior night. And just right there, she's known as the Big Dog in Westfield. So we got the Big Dog versus the Magician here in this second round state tournament matchup.
Well, I mean, you know you're good when you get your own nickname from your peers.
She is a senior captain, much like Anna Varelli. And this one's going to be just enough power over there. And Dever's like, yeah, I did that. And the Bulldogs leading, it is 5-6 in favor of the Westfield squad. Now serving is number 11, Taylor Reynolds. Communication is at a fever pitch on the Westfield side of things. That has to be one of the keys to their success. And incoming is number 16, Piper Ashton, who will be subbing in for number 10, Kaylee Rowell. Reynolds giving some instructions to her teammates. And this one served up by Abby Menzel, who is a setter, who is like the quarterback of the team. And that one went out, and you see the demeanor change for a Piper absent. She was upset for about a literal second, and she was like, okay, let's go to the next one. The short memory here is astonishing. They are doing a fantastic job.
Yeah,
you know, the little things.
And it's crucial, too, to have. Can't have long-term memory in sports if you want to move on to the next play.
Point Canton, 8-7 the score. In gallery back in for Scabelli. And just right, the only two-time back-to-back coaches player of the match. And gallery sets this one up, and it gets to Pirelli, who gets it blocked, but that turns out to be in her favor there, Davis.
Yeah, it hits off the hands of number 23, Eiley Colony, and it just it hits the back of her fingertips and hits a spot that where none of the Westfield players were at, and yeah, it was a key factor there.
It's important to rotate. You got to rotate to the left after each point. The scores table is the most important. They can stop the game. That's when everything has to be right on that sheet, because then the referees have the right information, the scorekeeper does, and the coaches do. So the scorekeeper has arguably the most important job on the whole court here. Somehow that one was saved. And a great sliding play there by Reynolds.
Yeah, Katie Dever had a nice spike, but Westfield was able to bounce back, even with the ball as low as it was, and they won in the end. Just a great recovery.
Westfield showing why they are the winners of the Eastern League. And this is also a good time to mention that three of the top 10 seeds are from Hockomock teams. Canton is number 9, and the top 5 is King Philip and Oliver Ames. And in the top 30, there are 7 Hockomock teams. So the Hockomock well represented here in the state tournament. As this match is brought to you by the Canton Athletics Booster Club. Excuse me, no it isn't. Thank you for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Verizon HD 2143, and on CantonCommunityTV.org. Now serving Price, and just right is going to be marching towards Blair, the cameraman. John's not down here doing camera, so the ball's going out to Blair right now.
Yeah, the ball just always hits the camera. Well, doesn't hit the camera, but gets close to it.
John Flaherty, typically the camera section, always gets hit with the volleyball no matter what happens. But it looks like there's a timeout for the Bulldogs, and it's 11-8. And it looks like the Bulldogs are trying to get back and to get really back into things here. They're only down 3, but they're having a tough time maintaining that, Davis.
Yeah, it looks like Westfield is just striked back. They didn't like how Westfield didn't like how the outcome of the first set here, and have definitely been playing better. And Canton's gonna want to regroup here, just think of some of what they did before, what they want to do now, and just how they can get back from this and gain a lead. Because I'm sure Canton wants a 2-0 lead in a crucial tournament game. They want to, they definitely want to get a good lead in this game, while Westfield does not want to get down 2-0 and wants to stay as close as possible to Canton and win this.
I think the teams are roughly about even in terms of the amount of players on each side. There are no students on the Westfield cheering side, and the parents are cheering as loud as the students. I have never seen such a thing. Great enthusiasm from the Westfield faithful. Oh, that one went into the crowd. Now getting back here. As the team is going to be saving it right there, just right, and then sets it up for Gallery. Gallery bounces off the net, and through some trickery, gets it in.
Yeah, it's it's always a good play to hit off the net because then it'll just you'll never predict where it bounces really.
Oh, and this one almost hit the official. He's okay. And now being served is Canton. They'll get the ball from number 10, Kaylee Royal. And he gets that one just over. And Gallery slits it up right again. But this one is caught, but it's going to go out. It's headed for the main office.
And Canton has really climbed back into this one, and now they're only down 1. 11-12, Westfield still leads.
12-11 in favor of the visitors. As this one will be just missed by Sydney Gallery. And in terms of head coach Pat Cully, she's not exactly thrilled with the play happening right now. So Skibelli checking in here for Gallery. (13-11). And now serving is number 12, Lauren Carnes. And Varelli gets that one up and just right back to the outside position. And hit up by DeGraw to Reynolds to right. And this one could cause some trouble. We'll see if this one gets over. It'll be no good. You can't cash that one in. That's null and void.
And now Canton will be having a substitution here. Katie Dever is in for Fatima Sidibe.
We got a dangerous serve coming up here. Is Anna Varelli back to serve. And it's going to get on a nice dig there. And now, saved by Skibelli. Really going maximum effort here. And the Bulldogs are getting thrown some curveballs here, but they ain't getting phased by them. That one just went out of bounds.
Oh man, that's too bad because the ball went up so high and they were so far away and they got it over, but just so close to getting that point, but just a little bit past the white line, out of bounds.
Westfield was throwing everything they could at him when the Bulldogs were answering. They didn't get a voicemail, and up comes Katie Dever getting that one over, who's been excellent in the attack row today. And now Wright gets it down, and that's going to be it as it goes into the Bomber bench. So the Bulldogs keeping it within 1. Reynolds back to serve. The senior captain looking to put her team in a tie here in the second set. The Bulldogs lead 1-0. The short memory on these teams is astonishing. They're upset for literally a second, and I'm not exaggerating. It looks like literally a second. Then they're on to the next one like nothing happened.
I think what also helps is that teammates are always there for each other, and they always either do like some type of handshake or just some type of pat on the back. And yeah, so I feel like that's also helpful too. Skibelli
out, Gallery in, just right back to serve. And you can tell just at the senior nights that these two teams literally are a tight-knit community. The Bulldogs, they had so great emotion. They wrote poems for everybody. The place was decked out from top to bottom, side to side. And then on the Westfield Community YouTube page, there is the senior night for the Westfield Bombers, and the emotion coming out of the head coach, Tyler Wingate, almost brought him to tears. These two teams, they obviously mean a lot to each other, and that community bond has made them very strong.
Yeah, you love to see it.
As this one is going high up into the end, somehow they saved it.
Oh,
and
wow.
Bulldogs getting to save this one up here, and Dever confuses the team. And that seems like what's been the Bulldogs going back and forth. It's been tic-tac-toe going here. The Westfield gets one, Canton gets one. Westfield gets one, Canton gets one. And
Yeah, but
Fatima Sidibe coming in for the attack row.
And shout out to Caitlin Price for that amazing save back there.
Astonishing.
Yeah, very. Oh, here's a similar play.
That one almost went into the basketball hoop. Oh, and the tapper just not enough on it. The guard just didn't get enough on that little tapper there. And the big dog and the magician just checked back in. So senior captain Emma Petzl checking in for the Bombers, and Anna Varelli, the senior captain, checking in for the Bulldogs. And Gadley might have made a mistake, but gets that one over anyway. That one's going to bounce at the Bulldogs, and the effort shown by the Bulldogs is nothing short of extraordinary. That one went off of the hoop.
Yeah, roll around in the backboard right there. That was crazy. I mean, with it all the way up there, you wouldn't think it would be a problem, but
Took a weird bounce. It's almost like it bounced off the green monster. You don't know which way it's going to go. Now back to DeGraw for the entry serve, who has been excellent in the past few matches. In the communication, and Fatima gets that one blocked, and the Bulldogs weren't ready for that one, Davis.
wait, what'd you say?
The Bulldogs weren't ready for that one as soon as they got it over,
Yeah,
the Bombers were ready to just put a stop to it.
Yeah, they blocked that one. They were powerful block right there. They were under the net, but they jumped like simultaneously, and they were on that play for sure.
And this one is going to be into the net. And by net, I mean the far side of the Westfield bench. The teams are putting so much effort and so much emphasis on the volleyball. I wonder if their hands are going to start stinging by the end of this.
Oh yeah,
They're putting so much force behind it.
Yeah, when there's no one here earlier, I tried to hit the volleyball with my wrist, and it kills. I mean, the fact that they do it the whole game, it's impressive.
Scabelli checking in. And I knew the only person missing here was Mr. McDonald, and there he is, sunning up right there. He's going to sneak into the student section. Everybody else is here. And that one just made it over, and I think it's amazing the amount of effort that Scabelli and Reynolds put into this. I'm not sure who took that timeout, but it'll be 20-17 in favor of the Westfield Bombers, who are getting high-fived all around.
I mean, like you said earlier, that Westfield always gets at least one set in the game, so they're gonna look to take this one here, as they have a lead here, a 3-point lead. I mean, it may not be much, but it's definitely a lot in this set because it's been back and forth, and it's been a close game the whole time. So the fact that Westfield still has a lead and a decent-sized one, it just shows that they're not here to lose.
No, you don't come to the state tournament to lose, and you're right. They're trying not to go down 2-0 because they know the danger of that. And then you put it up 1-1, then you're putting the teams against each other. You're basically starting from scratch again. So if they win this set, it's 1-1. You're getting a full set guaranteed. But the Bulldogs want to go up that 2-0 and force the team that traveled 100 minutes to win 3 straight sets.
Yeah, Westfield definitely is not going to try and waste their time here. They spent almost 2 hours on the bus to get here. They're not going to waste time and lose this game. They definitely are very motivated to win this one.
You don't travel 100 miles to lose a game.
Exactly, yeah.
And now coming in is Lauren Carnes. And now back and forth here. Just right. Back to serve, and it's going to bounce off the net. Somehow they saved it. As this is a big deal here in this state tournament match. And that one's going to go up 14, and 14 looked at it and said, nah, not today. Dever checking in for Sidibe, and the dangerous server in terms of Anna Borelli is getting ready to set this one on its course. And back and forth here, and just getting the teammates, and the Bulldogs again, we're not ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, a powerful spike there by just right, but she was blocked by 2 of Westfield's players. And it's definitely hard to get an angle where you can get past them. Just some tight defense there by Westfield.
21-18. And now the team's going to be going back and forth here. Oh, 22. And the cameraman for Westfield has the fist pump up in the stands. He's all right and ready to go. He's pumped up. And now Petzl getting ready to serve. And now Wright getting a little bit on it. And Varelli forcing that one to stop. And Dever finds a way to score the points for the Bulldogs, keeping them alive here.
Yeah, it was great how she was able to tap it over. Even with 4 players around, she wasn't afraid to get it right next to them, because they all just kind of they didn't expect where the ball was going to land.
Now it's important to note that you have to win each set by 2 points.
Oh,
and we'll see. We'll just give it to. They're going to give it to the Bulldogs.
Katie Dever just stuffs that player right there. What a block.
Looks like there's a timeout for the Bombers here. And the Bulldogs within 2.
Yeah, it looked like that Westfield had a lot of momentum when they're leading 22-18. They got a few points in a row. Some good defense and offense from them. So it just looked like that Westfield had all the momentum. And then Canton was not fazed by it. They stormed back, and now they're only down 22-20. And yeah, after Canton having some solid plays, Westfield is going to take the timeout here and going to regroup, because Westfield is very close. They're 3 points away from winning the set, and Canton's 5 points away from winning the set. So this one could go either way. And like you said, 2 points to win the set. So we could even possibly see a tiebreaker going on.
And Jespo is getting into it. She is dancing. She was applauding the national anthem, and then she is getting into it with the crowd here. It's important to obviously want to take a state tournament match seriously, but it's also important not to take it too seriously to the point where it's a detriment to you. So you've got to stay loose, but focus at the same time. Taylor Reynolds sending this one over the net. And now the team's here going back and forth. And right. Oh, it looked like it was a home run shot. Put her on the Atlanta Braves. Oh my goodness, it's going back and forth here. And Dever has been the key here tonight at Masciarelli Gymnasium.
What an amazing play right there.
I can't hear a word you're saying. It's so loud in here.
Yeah, it's hard to hear. The crowd is going absolutely nuts after that play. Just what a great save there, and what a great ending by Katie Dever.
Katie Dever has definitely been the difference maker here so far. And there goes the difference maker. This one up, and the Magician saves it. Now over to DeGraw. Somehow Scribelli saves it. And then off the hands of Reynolds into Scribelli, and now DeGraw just taps it over. And 14 making a big effort here for the visitors. If that one's going to stay in somehow, DeGraw with Dever saving this one, and it is going to be over, and somehow it continues. As these teams, not enough magic to save that one.
What an amazing play. Even though Westfield is the opponent here, I mean, there's just such a loud crowd on the bench on Westfield's side. They're just, you can feel the energy here, even though it's an away game for them. Crazy.
They could power the lights with the amount of energy in this room. And now Scribelli sends it over. And that one's going to go out. But they're going to give it to him out of bounds. So it's 24-21, and this is a set point for the Westfield Bombers. Now taking a breath here is Abby Metzel. Serves this one. Gets it over to Scabelli, and that'll be it. 25-21 the score. And the Westfield High School will take the point on that one. So they're netted up 1-1.
Wow, I mean, that was an exciting, like last 5 points right there. I mean, yeah, when they were in the 20 range, the crowd was very, very loud. And it was so loud, I could barely hear you.
I'm literally maybe an inch away from you,
Exactly.
and I still can't hear you.
It's crazy.
Maybe an inch.
And especially when Westfield gets the points and the crowd's still loud, like that's how you know like how passionate the bench and their fans are.
It is important to note, I don't believe there are any Westfield students here. These are all parents or grown adults that are making this noise. They are so passionate and so invested in this matchup. But the Canton Bulldogs now get into it, and the big huddle there for the Bulldogs. As you see, the lone sitter there is Mr. McDonald sitting in about the lower left hand. And not to be outdone, Westfield's going to be screaming themselves. I'm telling you, you got to call Wayne Brady. It's a big deal down here. Now the team is going to be going back and forth here. The Bulldogs won 3 straight Davenport Division Championships, 2018 through 2020. They are the 9th seed in this playoff tournament. The Westfield Bombers are the 24th seed in this tournament. But as you can see, do not let that low seed fool you one bit. The winner of this one will face either number 8 Dartmouth or number 25 Drake-It, who are playing as we speak. And now this is going to be a fantastic one here, as the two teams are going back and forth, literally back and forth here. And it seems like they're matching energy, matching pretty much point for point here.
Yeah, I mean, what a amazing set by Westfield. They really did bounce back after that disappointing 25-13 loss. They definitely stepped up the game here. And now, even though it was a close one, they were able to win, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, they weren't taking that one. They were not up. They were not happy with the way they performed in our first set, and they corrected set of effort here, and it's been working out quite well for them as they look to be getting back and forth here. And thank you very much for watching here on Canton Community Television on Verizon HD 2143 and on CantonCommunityTV.org. Now the teams have switched sides. The Bulldogs on the side closest to the American flag, and the Westfield Bombers on the side closest to the big Bulldog banner. The team is trying to stay loose, trying to get pumped up, trying to get the last minute instruction here. And it looks like Borelli is coming in for the Bulldogs. She's in the green jersey. And now is Talia DeGraw, who has been extraordinary server in the last few matches. The Bulldogs on that 6-match winning streak. And now back and forth here. Bulldogs getting this one up. Both teams did get that first round bye due to their record. If you had an above 500 record and the no sliding, the slides don't make it in there. And that'll be the first point there to the Bombers. That one's going to bounce off the step stool to get up there. Now to serve number 12, Lauren Carnes. She's one of the outside hitters and one of the main point gatherers for the Westfield Bombers. And bounced off here. And judging by the amount of sound coming from the right side of the gym, I'm going to say that was a point for the Bombers there.
Yeah, that was a solid effort by Canton, but they just weren't able to recover there.
They're being blanked right now. It's 3-0.
Yeah, Westfield is
second set.
Westfield is motivated to get another set here.
And then back up his gallery. There was a jumping ace. What's interesting here is both teams are used to getting a lot of aces in their matches. I don't believe we've seen one on either side. Maybe one. But even then, that hit somebody's hand and went out. So I don't think we've seen an ace.
Yeah.
And both these teams are used to getting a big chunk of their points from those aces. And Gallery's shot is returned. In Fatima. Gets it! It landed on the line.
Yeah, Kaylee Rowell tried to dive for it, but was just a bit too late on that one. And after being down 3-0, is now down 3-2. So they are picking up the pace here.
Gallery serve. Hit by the libero. And now over by Livia. Excuse me, as these two teams now going back and forth. And that one's going to be hit 14-14. And up and over they go. Where it stops, they don't know. And that is an extra hit. Despite the loss of point there, you could see the applause coming from Tyler Wingate, the head coach of the Bombers here, of the Westfield High School. He was still impressed with his team and their performance in that match, as they're knotted up in 3. Now set it up and just right, slam it home. Got too much of a hand on it. There's too much contact with the volleyball that it didn't get up high.
I mean, Just Right has been a beast on spikes all season, so no doubt she'll show it up for the playoffs here.
Definitely, we saw her at the middle blocker position, which is not something that she's been playing. And the head coach, Pat Colley, is just flustered with that point right there. Scabelli coming in for Gallery. And now the team's getting ready to serve here. Big Dog serving. Emma Petzel has her own cheer, as you hear. And now Wright didn't get it. Not enough mustard on that one.
Yeah,
send it back.
Yeah, just the ball was a little bit behind her, so it's definitely hard to get a powerful spike on that one.
The Big Dog in the Bulldogs' house. And now Varelli gets it up. And not enough on that. Livia Sipotaru. Now coming back is number 20, Anna Varelli. Serving this one up. And it went out of bounds. They'll get back to the Magician. Here in the state tournament match between the Canton Bulldogs and the Westfield Bombers. Right.
Ooh, and that hits
it landed in the corner.
Yeah, went right in the corner, yeah.
Can't
Perfect
get
spot.
much closer than that, Davis.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's a perfect spot where there wasn't a player located there.
And Varelli's not enough on it.
Yeah, rare miss really from a serve from Anna Barilli.
7-6. Substitution inbound. It is number 16 coming into the game, Piper Ashton, for what looked to be number 10, Kaylee Rollout. Service, no good. I get a refund on that one. No good with that service. But these two teams have proven that they are more than a match for each other. This is quite the treat we got going on here, Davis.
Yeah, I mean, it's an exciting game.
I know Halloween ended, but this is definitely a treat. This is no trick here. And still, it bounces back and forth. It seems like they're just getting it in the right time, the right move, the right set. Everything has to fall in the right place. Otherwise, it gets sent back.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't miss anything here. It's not a it's not like a one team over the other kind of situation here. It's a fairly balanced, even game here where you never expect who will be in the lead or who will get the next point.
And we've seen from Canton, it hasn't been the normal crew getting all the points. Katie Dever has had an enormous impact in this matchup. So is the team of Cinnabite playing bigger roles than they typically do. And they have had an enormous positive impact on their team. And the Bulldogs, that typically gets it right there. But then these two teams going back and forth, evenly matched here. As the energy is going crazy. As the big point there for number 12, Lauren Carnes. She definitely is known for scoring. That one goes over from the libero. And now Gallery. Ooh, looks like Dever did not get enough hit on it. Yeah, it's a 4-hit. So now they're tied at 9. And now the two teams be going back and forth here. Oh, and Dever, this one all the way from out of bounds. And no good over the back. The big dog couldn't get it over the net. But yet again has proved invaluable to her team. Now serving number 32, Katie Dever, the senior right side hitter. Now the teams are going to be going back and forth here as this game is brought to you. This game is on Canton Community Television, on Canton Community Television, Verizon HD 2143, and on CantonCommunityTV.org. As the timeout has ensued here, the Bulldogs up 10-9 here in the third set against the Westfield Bombers. The Bulldogs are tied in the amount of sets 1-1, and what an amazing, amazing match we've seen so far, David.
I mean, I've just been seeing an exciting game, really. Just both teams, fairly even. Both highly balanced teams where they go back and forth. Both impressive plays, impressive strategies, smart plays where they can. Also, a lot of good effort from both sides where they, when the ball gets further down the court, they don't give up. They try hit it from behind the heads, and it works. And once they get down, if they're facing a big deficit, they won't give up.
That has been the case for both squads. And now they're getting ready here as the teams have just been going at it here. Again, the Bulldogs from the Hockomock League, which is one of the bigger leagues here in the eastern part of the state, split up into two divisions, the Kelly Rex division and the Davenport division. A return to the court for number 8, Abby Menzel, the senior captain. The leading has the 500 career assists and getting just the adulation from her team, getting everybody back together, that big family atmosphere. Service up, and there it goes. And that one's going to go. If they hit that one back, I would have just jumped out of my seat.
Even though Westfield couldn't get that point right there, just a great hustle. I mean, you love to see him running after the ball.
And that one's over. And this one's going to go into the top row. Hits the girls volleyball, the banner. Is that disrespectful? I don't know. But it hit the Canton High School Girls Volleyball 2019 Division II State Championships. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to hit the defending champs banner. I don't know. I highly doubt that was on purpose. But either way, I wouldn't want to hit it. And that's a point for the visiting team here. Service coming from Keely Rowlow. And now this one is going to go into that corner. That one's going back to the supply closet. Seems like we're getting a couple wild pitches here, David.
Yeah, I mean, the past 3 out of the 4 points have been going to that corner right there.
And this one is Reynolds. Excuse me, DeGraw. And that one just underneath it. And that one was Reynolds just trying to get a handle on the ball. She was disoriented, had no idea what was up and what was down. But yet again, she didn't care. She just wanted to make sure that volleyball went over the net in one hit. Lauren Carnes hits that one over, trying to get the 12th point. And that's no good. It'll be a 4th hit. Head coach Tyler Winke making sure that the referees do that, and that's totally fine. You know, he's the head coach of both the girls varsity team and the boys varsity team. He's the head coach of two varsity volleyball teams.
Yeah, well, that's impressive.
And Burley gets this one up. Gallery jumping over, and that one's out of bounds. Tie game. Knotted up again. They're tying those bow ties real tight. 13-13. And the Bulldogs set this one up. Gallery just getting it over. Saved by DeGraw. DeGraw will not be denied, but neither will the Westfield team. Fatima. And now back is the two teams going to go back and forth. Gallery shot is blocked. That's typically a Bulldog move.
Yeah, I mean, despite numerous hustle plays and effort, and I mean, it's just unfortunate that Canton couldn't win that one after a great save by Talia DeGraw. But Westfield definitely earned that point too, though. It was both back and forth action.
These are two well-coached teams, and they are mirror images of each other, as they are in a fierce competition in this big-time matchup, this big deal of a day. And now trying to go back and forth here. Livia, and that one's going to bounce into Ms. Blake. So not only do Westfield take the lead back, they're up by 2 now. It looks like there's a timeout for Canton. But don't try talking, I can't hear you. Now what are we going to say?
Yeah, right now Canton was up 13-10, and now Westfield is up 15-13. Yeah, Westfield is on fire right now. Even with Canton's back and forth action, like they just can't combat Westfield's firepower right now.
Every time Canton has had the ball, they've done they have been doing the quick, the little taps right over the net all season. This is the first time that those quick taps have been returned back to them, and Canton just hasn't been ready for it. But the team is going to be going back and forth here. as the teams are getting ready for the third set here, as they're tied up one set apiece. I'm Kevin Prake, joined by Davis Lamb and the great crew here, bringing you this state tournament action featuring the Canton Bulldogs and the Westfield Bombers here in this round of 32. Both teams looking to advance to the round of 16. And the Westfield faithful is getting very loud. And now getting ready to serve Lauren Carnes. And now the two teams going to give it to them. That one was last touched by the Bulldogs. There'll be service for the Bombers who take back the lead. And now the Bulldogs just getting it over. And no good. But you could hear that head coach Tyler Whitgate was jumped out of his seat. He was excited. He was like, yeah, let's go. And it is 17 to 13. I believe that's 7 straight points for the visiting team here it is. This one's just getting over, and the Bulldogs not happy with that one. 18 to the 13. Will be timeout for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs seem to need to get back into this one, Davis.
Well, yeah, Canton hasn't been able to bounce back quite yet from their last time out, but they seem to. I mean, they haven't been playing bad. Westfield's has been playing good. Because Canton's been making the right moves, but Westfield's been able to make a combat for any move, really. So I feel like Canton just needs to play the same way and just not put their heads down.
They definitely are getting some instruction from their Hall of Fame coach. If anybody's going to turn them in the right direction, it would be head coach Pat Cawley. As the Bulldogs cheering section is going on, this is the 20th season of the Bulldog program. They started back in 2001. Head coach Pat Cawley has been involved with it ever since. He's actually only the second head coach in the program. And who's the first one there, Davis?
The first one is Arunas Konkatis. Hard name.
Konkatis. As the Bulldogs are now getting ready to return this serve, or going to at least attempt to. As Westfield is going to try to go up 2-1. And that is something we haven't talked about, the ability to go up 2-1. You're forcing the other team to go up in front of you. (19-13). Getting ready to serve here is number 12, Lauren Carnes, who's typically on the attack line, but has made her presence known as a server. And that one's out, and the Bulldogs definitely needed that one.
Yeah, after losing the last 9 points, this could be a turning point here.
Being served by Gallery. So number 25 getting ready to serve. Sends it over. And it just seems like the Bulldogs aren't ready for these counters that are being thrown at them. Everything that's worked in the past is being counters, and the Bulldogs don't seem ready for it. And this one going out to Cabelli, and the Bulldogs trying to rally together here, trying to get that momentum back. 21-14. Service coming from Emma Petzel, the senior captain, number 22. Off of Scabelli, and the crowd just not get far enough.
Great hustle
Coming
play
in
by
is
Talia
number
DeGraw,
10.
but it was just unfortunately outside of bounds and at a bad angle where they couldn't get that point.
Sally Hoban checking in for Fatima Sitabit.
And now Sally Hoban has checked into the game for Canton.
And now the team's going to be going back and forth. Jess Wright. And this one's going to get up and high. And the Bulldogs get that one blocked, but there was nobody there to block it back. Scabelli then sends it over to Jess. And off the fingertips of number 11, Taylor Reynolds. And now it's 23-14. And you would think that this is you think that Westfield would, the parents, I've never seen parents so enthralled in a match. They are engrossed in this one. That one will go out. The Bulldogs will get a point there. And back is number 20, the senior captain, Anna Borelli, who is definitely a force to be reckoned with at the serving position. And that one will go out of bounds. It's what the Bulldogs need. You need one of your best servers to be serving the ball and then try to get it in a position to thwart the Westfield team. And now we'll go into the policemen. Oh, into the drinking fountains that are covered. And the Bulldogs now trailing by 6. Everybody's tied 1-1 in terms of sets. You need 3 sets to win. And now the team's going back and forth here. The Bulldogs, don't count them out just yet. Be a timeout for Westfield, and all of a sudden the tides have turned.
I mean, with Westfield calling a timeout, Canton must feel better about themselves. After Westfield got many points in a row here, Canton has finally been doing the same here now. Westfield has been hitting the ball out of bounds too many times, and Canton has gotten a few points of themselves too. And now they're only down 5. They were down by
8,
close to 10.
Yeah, close to 10.
Yeah. So now they're just less than half now, and we'll see what happens from here. See if Canton can continue their momentum now, or if Westfield is going to get back to what they did before.
This is where you lean on the people that got you here. The Anna Borellis of the world, the Jess Wrights, the Cindy Galleries, Taylor Reynolds, and Talia DeGraw. This is where you lean on the people that got you to this point. That got you to a 14-6 record. This is the state tournament. This is the big time. This is the big deal. You lean on the players that make the biggest effect on your team. And right now, the magician is up to serve. And the Bulldogs save it right there. In Denver, somehow that one's saved. And Lily C. Botaru with the big one. This one, somehow that one's saved. Going back and forth here. Now 23. That one's going to go and look like it stayed in. And that will be a set point for the visitors. 16 for 10. Piper Ashton in here for Kaylee Rollout. Number 8, Abby Menzel, the senior captain, setting this one up. Borelli to Reynolds. And then back to Livia. Now Wright. Looking to get back and forth here. And the Bulldogs going to be forced to make some magic happen here. And they will be out. They'll go down 2-1 to the Westfield High School team. So the Bulldogs are going to have to win 3 straight sets.
2 straight sets.
2 straight sets, you're
Yeah.
right. I'm not used to this going to 4 sets here.
What I've noticed so far is that every spike that Canton has gotten, Caitlin Price was able to return it. She's very impressive at returning the spikes.
It's like she... Somehow, I'm not even sure how she gets some of these, but you can tell the head coach, Tyler Wingate, is sitting right next to us, and he is the calmest coach we have seen this season, but he's also giving great instructions to his team. So these are definitely 2 impeccably coached teams going on right here. So and now it's definitely going to be an interesting one here as the Bulldogs do have the 6 straight victories and are still the D2 state champions back in 2019. It's a different team, but the Bulldogs, as you just saw in that last set, Davis, are not going to go away until the final whistle sounds. This being the first year of the expanded Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association State Tournament. There is no more official sectional champions. It is a single elimination tournament. Whoever wins this match moves on. It's one and done. And if this match goes to the 5th set, it will be the first of 15 points, not 25, the first of 15. And the teams will switch sides when the first team reaches 8 points. So the Bulldogs cheering section trying to get a little rowdy. But for the Bombers here, they are definitely seeing great work from their 3 senior captains and their outside hitters in Lauren Carnes and Livia C. Botaru. The Westfield team competed in the Western Mass tournament. They were in the Class A division. They lost in the semifinal round to the eventual winner, who was Long Meadow High School.
And now here's some more gameplay coming our way. This is the 4th set. Westfield is up 2-1, so Canton's going to try to tie it up 2-2 and force a 5th set, or Westfield's going to try to win the whole thing if they win this one right here.
Now Westfield, this is their type of match. They've played a handful of 5-match sets their season. Canton, to my knowledge, has not played in any, maybe 1 or 2. So Westfield has been playing the long match all season. Canton has been playing the 3 and outs or the 3 and ones, whether they've lost or won. So if you're looking at this objectively, Westfield has the advantage because they've played in more matches like this season. Canton has not, and they don't have experience from last season that carried over in terms of a cohesive unit. Galleries is returned, and again, it has been the detriment to the Bulldogs right there. And Pat Colley not too happy about it. And she is letting him hear it right now. Now the service coming from number 10, Kaylee Rollell. And picked up by Jess Wright, and now Gallery sends it back as these 2 teams marching forward here. And the Bulldogs block it. We'll see. There's a whistle that stops it. Going to give it to the Bulldogs. Somebody touched the net. Looks like number 22, Emma Petzl, touched the net, and that is a stoppage and gets the point for the Bulldogs, as they are both tied at 1 here in this critical 4th set. The Bombers lead the Bulldogs 2-1 in terms of sets. Just right, looks like she was angry. You almost saw the anger come out of that one.
What an amazing spike right there. And now Sydney Gallery will be serving the ball here.
You know, going back here, the team's, very well controlled shot there from the Bombers. And the confusion there causes the Bulldogs to take a 3-1 lead. Now back to serve is number 25, Sydney Gallery. You know, going back and forth here. Everybody getting in position. Varelli sends it back. And Big Dog gets it in. (3-2) the score. Scabelli checking. Oh, wait, something just happened.
Oh, wow.
The point just went to the Bulldogs. I think somebody's hand went over the net. So the Bulldogs lead 4-1. Sydney Gallery serves, and I think the reason the Bulldogs got that point is because somebody from the Westfield side hand went over the net, and that's a no-go. You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference between having a 3-2 lead and a 4-1 lead, so that's definitely crucial, especially for a 4-set and a close game.
That is
4-2 now.
Absolutely. That is
Yeah.
major for the Bulldogs as number 12, Lauren Carnes, ready to serve here. Scabelli into the game. And just right, just absolutely sends that one on a rocket. And Wright gets that one in. She is not messing around, Davis.
I mean, yeah, just another mean spike, but just right. She's definitely known for those mean spikes.
I mean, she puts a lot of force on this, but she's laughing out, but I think she's had enough. She ain't messing around no more. Not that she was before. And Varelli puts in some of that magic and gets the Bulldogs up 6-2. And now the Bulldogs send this one over. And a big block. We'll see where this one goes. And that will be a block there. Now coming in is Emma Petzel. Just right. Who sends this one over. Gets it up. And Katie Dever. And now the team's going to be back, and that one's out. They're going to say that it stayed in bounds. Now serving is number 22, the senior captain, Emma Petzel. And some of that saved, and Dever sends that one over. Here comes Big Dog to set this one up here. And Wright sets this one up, and Reynolds gets this one going on. Down to DeGraw, to Reynolds, just right. 7-5.
Yeah, I mean, just right with a powerful spike right there. It goes right in between two defenders and through the middle of the court.
And now number 11, Taylor Reynolds, the setter, the quarterback of the team. That's what the setter does, controlling the offense. And now the team is going to be going back and forth. They'll be blocked for the Bulldogs. And it went out of bounds. Service coming from number 8, senior captain Abby Metzel, who is also a setter, the quarterback running the offense for her team. running start. Set up by Just Right. And now getting this one over. And this one getting set up here. Reynolds sends it over and it's in. Not enough effort there for the libero, number 9, Caitlin Price. Out goes Scabelli and in comes Sydney Gallery. Number 3, Just Right, getting back to serve. Deep dig. And the block for the Bulldogs. No can do for the opposing team. 9-6 in favor of the home team. And now going back and forth here. And the block for the Bulldogs. You can't hit the ball if it hits your head first.
Yeah, what a block by Sydney Gallery and Katie Dever. Both of them combined just sent it right back.
10-6. And that one won't get far enough, but then again, the immediate clap and the immediate cheering for their team. It's like Family Feud. They're clapping for everybody and making sure everybody feels like it's okay. We got this. Service for Olivia C. Botaru. Thank you for joining us here at this state tournament here on Canton Community Television, Verizon HD 2001-43, and on CantonCommunityTV.org. Bulldogs get that point. Fatima Sidibe coming in. And Katie Dever, the senior, number 32, getting ready to serve. Gets enough power into it. Oh, the misdirection cross court. Somehow they save it. Let's see if they can get it over, though. That is out.
Oh, wow. It must have hit the white line.
They're saying that one stayed in. They're saying that one stayed in, so they're going to give the point to the Westfield Bombers. Picked up by Just Right. And over for Barilli. 11-8 the score here in the fourth set. Bulldogs down 2-1 to the Westfield Bombers. And that one's going to bounce off a few hands and into the court.
Yeah, Sydney Gallery was able to split the spike right in between two defenders there. What an impressive hit right there.
It seems like when each team went down a set, they woke up. They're playing, they're not having it anymore.
Definitely.
We saw that when Westfield went down 1-0. They came back and weren't having anything in the next set. Canton has now gone down 2-1, and at this point, they're saying, no, I don't want this. They are now fighting for their tournament lives. The determination and the courage, the grit, the moxie of both teams. Oh, and that's the first time we have seen somebody return the block for the Bulldogs. And we'll see what they mark there. They say it stayed in, so it's 13-9. Now back to serve number 10, Lauren Carnes. What a match we got going on here, Davis. This is an absolute gem.
Yeah. Oh, and that one's a bit short.
Point for the Bulldogs. Gallery back to serve. Instructions coming from head coach Pat Cawley. And that one stayed in. 14-10, Scabelli coming in. Pat Cawley is irate. Service coming in for number 12, Lauren Carnes, one of the outside hitters. And it bounces and hit the top of the net, and it just went out of bounds. So it can hit the top of the net, but that hit the antenna on the side, the big red and white thing sticking up. That's out of bounds. You can't do that. And now just right, and that one's going to go over. But it went out of bounds. It is a timeout there. So 14-12, the Bulldogs lead here in the fourth set. It has been quite the amazing encounter here. This game has not, this match has lived up to the expectations and then doubled that.
Yeah, I mean, Canton in the fourth set here is really motivated to win this. I mean, yeah, win this set.
If they don't win this set, they're out.
Yeah, they don't want to lose. They don't want to end the season right here. They want to keep going and fighting and last long in the playoffs for sure. And yeah, they don't want to go out like this. They want to keep on fighting, keep on winning, and not give up. Because if they gave up, I mean, it just wouldn't be a good outcome. And right now they are leading by 2. So so far it's been back and forth. So having a 2-point lead is pretty crucial here, and pretty I mean, it leads to them having good momentum throughout the game in this set.
Westfield, there's only one timeout left for one of the teams. Only one timeout left for this set. Getting the change is Amelius is coming in and getting ready to serve here. Number 6, the freshman. Both teams have players from every grade represented, freshman through senior. And that will be no good. The Bulldogs will take that point. Fatima is subbing out, and Katie Dever comes in. Amelius Rodriguez going out, and the number 13, Elise Edinger, going into that revolving door and coming into the match. Borelli sends this one over. And now right. It looked like it went off the fist, but no good. We always talk about where the ball hits on the hand, that's where it's going to go. I think it landed on the left side of the fist and it went out of bounds. Now here is number 20. As this one is going to go back and forth here. That is a Canton point off of the can't touch the net. So a timeout, and that is the last timeout of the set. And it'll go for the Westfield team. And you depending on which side you're at, you might see the officiating it's been interesting, but they've been calling it as they see it, and it seems to be objective. But that depends on which side you're rooting for here.
Wait, what'd you say?
It's been interesting with how this match has been so fantastic.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And it just keeps on going. They keep getting hits and they keep on ticking. 17-12 Bulldogs going in against the Westfield Bombers here at Masciarelli Gymnasium at Canton High School here in the Division II State Tournament. In the second round, the Canton Bulldogs, the number 9 seed, facing off against the Westfield Bombers, the number 24 seed. But you would think it'd be 1 and 2 facing each other. There are no more timeouts left for either team in this set. Service by Anna Varelli. As this one is going to go up into the air. Point Bulldogs, double hit. 18-12. And now they are going back and forth here. And the Bulldogs almost had it. That one farther than I thought for a second. I thought they were going to get that one over the net.
Yeah, They were so close to getting it up, but it just seemed like Just Right wasn't ready for that one. It was a fast ball that, that caught Canton off guard.
Now the woman with her own chant, Emma Hetzel, and Just Right blocked, but that block did not go over the net. 19-13. And Taylor Reynolds getting ready to do some serving here, taking up those duties for her team. Oh, not enough height on it. Reynolds isn't happy, but her team is cheering her back up here. 16 in for the Bulldogs. 16 in for the Westfield team. Coming in for Kaylee Ruel. Serving is number 8, Abby Amensel. The Bulldogs get that 20 points. They only need 5 more to force this one to the 5th and final set. And coming in here is Sydney Gallery. Coming in for number 1, Zoe Scabelli. Just Right serve. And that'll be a Westfield point. 20-15. Olivia Sipotaru back to serve, number 14. That one's a good setup. Gallery just taps it over. Just Right with the control. And Reynolds sending it right over, and that will get the Bulldog point. 21-15. Fatima Sidibe coming in for the libero. You don't need a stoppage for that one. Katie Dever gets that one over. And they just snuck it over the net.
That was a good blocking effort there by Fatima Sidibe, Talia DeGraw, but just unfortunately couldn't get it over the net right there. And now Canton's still up though, 21-16.
Set up there for Gallery. Forces it over, stopped by the libero. And now back over once more. And the team is trying to fast track a victory. Oh, off the hands of Just Right. 21-17. And just like in the last set, the team down is not going away lightly. Getting ready to serve is Caitlin Price, who played in a new position this season in the libero. Gallery sets it up, trying to get it, hitting it in all sorts of different directions. Cross court, out of the cross court, crisscross, diagonal, getting whatever she can to get it past the other team.
Yeah, just what a trick play right there. Looked like she was going to spike it, but then she hit it towards the angle where they could not reach it.
Well, if you watched any of the matches, you know Sydney Gallery is prone to spiking that ball straight down. These teams have definitely done their homework. And now going up here in this big deal of a matchup here in the state tournament. Does not get much bigger than this. And they're going to give the point to the Bombers as it just snuck over. You see the curved hand. Back to serve, number 10, Kaylee Ruel, the senior defensive specialist. And it'll be a point for the Dogs, 23-18. And who is serving the Bulldogs? It will be number 25, Sydney Gallery. And set this one up here. Bulldogs staying alive. Get that one over. And the Bombers looking to get this one. The Bulldogs going into a set point.
And the crowd is hyped for Canton. Set point here. They are 1 point away from winning the set.
that one will bounce into the collision of both teams as they're getting each other up. Everybody's getting hugs again. 24-19, still set point. Scabelli trying to check in for Sydney Gallery. Smiles across the Bulldogs team. Clapping for Mr. McDonald. Service coming from Lauren Carnes. That might have been the quietest this gym has been all night.
Yeah, I know. It's the first time my ears aren't ringing.
And we are going to a fifth and final set.
We will be going into a fifth set here, folks. Now, the fifth set here is first to 15 points, and you have to win by 2 points. And teams switch sides when a squad reaches 8 points. So we'll be seeing a shorter set here for, basically it's like an overtime.
They're doing the coin toss to see who gets it, who gets the choice here. Been an absolute dominant performance here. There is senior captain Abby Metzel and senior captain Anna Borelli representing their teammates. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to be receiving on the side of the American flag. Or it might be the Bombers who are receiving. We'll find out. The drama being filled in this place is coming to a boil. And the cooking is definitely going to be coming out red hot as this is the fifth and final set. And as Davis pointed out earlier, the fifth set, it is first to 15, not 25. The first to 15 points is the victor. You still have to win by 2 points. And when one side reaches 8 points, they are switching sides, much like they have done the entire night. This has just been an absolute diamond for this one. These two teams have been in an absolute, just a barn burner of a match here. And we look at the scores from the four sets here: 25-13, 25-21, 25-18, and 25-19. Other than the first set, that's ridiculously close.
Yeah, all of them have been, within at least like 5 point difference. Oh, except for the last set, that was a 6 point difference. But yeah, it's a very close game between each set, except for the first one. After the first set, really Westfield has bounced back and really just really wanted to win this one. And yeah, clearly they didn't let the first set get to them here.
See, now we've seen when Westfield was down, they came back with a vengeance. I can't think of any other words to describe it. When Canton was down, they came back for a vengeance. This is the last set. What is going to happen now? Because now both teams, their season literally is on the line here. You could put it on the net, and it would be on the line.
Yeah, hanging by a thread.
This is it. Whoever wins this set moves on to the round of 16. Whoever doesn't is going home unhappy.
Both teams, every player in the court is going to work very hard for every point, and they're going to be motivated to win this. Each point really, and they're going to try to minimize mistakes here because every point is so important here. And it's only 15.
Yeah, it's only 15. It's not the regular 25.
Yeah.
So we've seen when one of the teams gets to 23, 22, the other team starts to come back a little bit. They're going to have to come back earlier because there's only 15 points.
Yeah, you definitely can have a slow start in the fifth set.
So it's going to be very interesting to see what lineups go out, who starts, who gets that first point, who gets that momentum. Canton's obviously getting some big support here, going back and coming and forcing this fifth and final set here in this state tournament match. It is win or go home, and somebody is leaving here a winner, and somebody is going to be very upset. Everybody at the Westfield side is pretty much on their feet. Miss Kelly Blake cheering up her team, getting those chants going. And the people are hyped up and ready to go here at Masciarelli Gymnasium. The service will be first from number 9, the senior captain, libero Caitlin Price of the Westfield Bombers. And now getting straight up here, hit by the Magician. And both teams getting some tough shots at each other. And the tip over and the first point of the match goes to the Canton Bulldogs as that one went out of bounds. Now, every point is very important, but there's still a lot more points to be had. Now back, 2 points.
And what a block there by Canton. Oh my God, they are now up 2-0. And you can hear the whole crowd. Oh, it's very hyped. And right now, Sydney Gallagher is going to be serving, and they're going to try to keep up the momentum here.
And this one is going to be up in the air. And not enough height on that one. She thought before she moved, and the Bombers are on the board. Scabelli in, and number 10, Kaylee Roulel in for their respective teams. 2-1 the score here in the 5th and final set in this state tournament matchup. Going to make sure everybody is in the right spot and in the right positioning. Keely Borrello. That one will go out. Point Bulldogs. 3-1. Here on Canton Community Television, Comcast on Canton Community Television, Verizon HD 2143, and on CantonCommunityTV.org. Now going up, and this one's going to go high up into the rafters. And just right. Gets that one off, and then not enough points there. 4-1 Bulldog lead.
I mean, patience is key here. Canton showed lots of patience, and
Canton has
right now have a 4-1 lead.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying they have a 4-1 lead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Continue. What were we going to say? Just right sends this one up. And as the tension mounts here at Masciarelli Gymnasium, this one's going to go up and out to point for the Westfield Bombers.
Yeah, Lauren Carnes really redeemed herself after missing the last spike, and she got it there. Crucial point as they now have 2 points on the board and are down 4-2.
Now serving number 12, Lauren Carnes. And we'll see if they're going to call that one out. They're going to call it out of bounds and landing on the outer part of the white line. 4-3 the score. And now the momentum swinging back and forth. They got a pendulum going here. And now the team is going to be sliding back and forth here. And that one will go towards the bench, and the Bulldogs will take a hit point. They are a third of the way there. Here comes Taylor Reynolds. Gets that one serviced over the net. And now back and forth here. The two teams go. Set up. And the shot bounces over the net, and it'll be point Bulldogs.
What a spike by Talia DeGard there. It hits the top of the net and circles around into the other side where Westfield couldn't return it, and now Westfield takes a timeout. Cannon's up 6-3, and you can hear the bench and the crowd here going loud for Cannon's run.
That is a smart timeout, because again, as we keep pointing out, you can't point it out enough. Only 15 points to win this set. Canton has near half of those points. You need to stop it so you can get your team back on track. We have shown both times that neither team is out at any point in this, and both teams are extraordinary, simply extraordinary on this court. So, as we've seen tonight, in a fifth set, there's no counting on anybody. You don't even know what's going to happen next. So the timeout was the smart decision to do.
Yeah, definitely. Westfield needs to regroup here. They can't really rush things. They can't hold their heads down either. And, I mean, yeah, there's only 15 crucial points here, so take a timeout if you need it.
Both teams are incredibly well coached. I am sure the timeout helped both teams. Now let's see if they can put together that plan and put it into action right now. Service coming from Taylor Reynolds. Point Bulldogs. Here comes Taylor Reynolds, back to serve. Now this one going high up into the air. Going back and forth. And there's a point for the Dogs, 8-3. People might need some oxygen after this, and they have to switch the sides.
And now teams will be switching sides, because after a team reaches 8 points, they'll be switching sides.
Service still going from Reynolds, number 11. The Canton side is jamming on their imaginary drums. And that one's up and over. We'll see where this one lands. Hit from the big dog to the magician. Now to right, and she saved it. Slow down. The Bulldogs have learned as this match has gone on. Same thing for Westfield. Bulldogs continue to go up. Just right sends it over. The Bulldogs will not be denied, but neither will Westfield. And that one will be, they're going to say that it stayed in. 8-4. And now substitution coming in here. Number looks to be number 22 looking to serve here. Baronchier ringing out. Varelli sends it over to right. And this one's going to bounce up. Bulldogs set it up. And just right sends it down. But it's stayed. And that one's going to go out. 9-4. Scabelli comes out. Gallery checking in. Just right back to serve. You have a smile on your face.
Yeah, I mean, it's an exciting game here. I mean, what an amazing spike in that recent play.
You have the mask all the way up, and I can still see the giant smile forming on Mr. Davis Lamb's face. That one's going to go off of him. Somehow they saved it. What just happened? The Bulldogs got the point. What is going on here?
Canton is going off right now.
The place is coming unglued. Timeout for the Westfield team. There are hugs aplenty going on here. Canton still needs 5 more points. I don't know how they saved that, but they did. What extraordinary play coming from both sides. I think Kelly McDonald just did a split in celebration. The Bulldogs are just jamming out here to the student section. some of the JV teams, the sub-varsity team over there. Canton is getting some instruction, but also having a good time. 10-point here in the final set. The Bulldogs need 5. Yes, 5 more points to win. But the Westfield team, as we have seen the entire night, will not go away at all. The Bulldogs are going to have to fight just as hard for these 5 points to stay above every other point tonight. Incoming number 16, Piper Ashton. Coming in for number 10, Kaylee Roel. Now serving number 8, Alex Mendel. Menzel with the serve. You know, hit up by Gallery. You know, this one's going to go up. Gallery sends it over. This one's all right. Now to Reynolds. Now to DeGraw, which is blocked, and it's going to go bouncing back and forth, 10-6. Canton continuing to try to muster their way through here. Service coming from number 8, the senior captain. Hit by Gallery. Down to Reynolds. Back to Gallery. And that one's getting her up. Point Bulldogs.
And what a spike there by Sydney Gallery. And right now, the sub will be made for Anna Verley. Checks out. The team of Bay checks in. And Katie Dever will be serving. And that serve is too strong for Westfield right there. And Canton is up 12-6. We are getting closer and closer here to what it looks like right now a Canton victory, but Canton is still 3 points away. And as of right now, all the momentum is on Canton's side. Everyone
I have never heard this gymnasium be that loud in my entire life. This place, the roof is going to come off. Point for the visiting team.
And Toledo God returns it over, and the Bulldogs
are continuing to fight here. And they're still fighting here. Now back and forth Gallery is going to be going and forcing their way here. Saved by Reynolds, that diving play. No good there, that big stop. Double hit. Timeout Bulldogs. This place is coming absolutely unglued. Everybody is emotionally and just engrossed in this match.
I mean, it looked like Canton won that point at first. It looked like it was hit the ground, but maybe it didn't. It's just hard to tell.
The Canton Bulldogs are going in the third set, leading 13-8. They need 2 more points to advance in the state tournament. They're playing against the Westfield Bombers here at the Masciarelli Gymnasium. This has been a spectacular night of action. What a match.
I mean, with Westfield down 13-8, they were down 13-6, but now they're down 13-8. Clearly, they're not going down without a fight.
No, they're halfway to victory.
Yeah, they made it this far.
Yeah. And you can just hear it in the crowd. It's almost like we don't even have to talk anymore. You can just hear the passion coming from the student section, from the parents of Westfield, from the parents of Canton, from both benches. If sound could break roofs, we would have no roof right now.
And the crowd is getting antsy. It's getting louder and louder as the point is about to start.
And let's point out, they've been loud all night. They are at a different level right now. Sidibe saves that one for the Dogs. That one is going to be off the fingertips of Borelli. 13-9. And number 14 serves it up. That one's going to go over the bench. 13-10. Out of bounds.
And right now, Westfield has gained some momentum here as they were down 10-4. Now they've ever since been on a 6-3 run.
The Bulldogs need one more point to win the match and advance in the tournament.
This is a game point right here.
Serving. DeGraw. Service up.
Oh, that's out of bounds.
And your winner, the Canton Bulldogs.
What a game right there. Canton wins the game 3-2 sets, and the team storms the court.
Both teams giving adulation to both teams. My goodness, I can't think of a better match. Both teams waving. This has been absolutely, simply extraordinary. What a gem. This truculent game is absolutely phenomenal. The coaching staff hugging together. You couldn't have asked for a better match than this.
Exactly. This is the definition of a playoff game. Really.
How do you top this? This has been absolutely extraordinary from beginning to end. The drama here. And again, in case you can't hear the announcers, the winners in moving on in the state tournament, the Canton Bulldogs moving on to the round of 16 over their toughest competition to date. So the Canton Bulldogs will go on to face either number 8 Dartmouth or number 9 Dracut. They're not sure who they're going to play because they're playing right now. So the time, the location, the date, all to be determined. Again, enough cannot be said about the Westfield Bombers played. There were no words to describe how incredible they played in this matchup.
Yeah,
there were no words to describe how both teams played in this match. Both teams did an absolute everything they possibly could, left everything out on the court, and the Bulldogs come away with the victory 15-10 and the 5th and final set here at the Masciarelli Gymnasium. The Bulldogs moving on to the state tournament.
I mean, Canton really showed up here. It was an amazing display. When they were down, they did not give up. Even when they're down in the 4th set, they climbed back up. And they wanted to go for the 5th set and win this game. They didn't want to lose this playoff game. They didn't want to end the season in disappointment, and they definitely didn't. They showed up and showed what they were about. And yeah, won this one in a 5-set thriller, 15-10.
And I'm Kevin Craig, Davis Slam. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a gem of a night.